Before I add the custom theme, I will do some basic cleanup. First, I will remove these comments. Then I will just go ahead and remove this My Home page. Now I will rename my application to Noti. Change the title. Remove this theme. And finally, create a new home stateless widget. Finally, we can remove this debug banner. Now we can define our app colors. I will just create a new folder called themes. Inside of it, a new file. Let's just import material. All these colors, they came from the XD file that I will link in the description below, and all these names came from this website. All you have to do is just paste your color and then it will just output a name for that color. Now we have to define our inherited widget that will cascade all our styles to the application. First, we can create a file called default.dart. Now we can define a stateful widget called layout theme. This class needs to receive one parameter called child. In this case, this will be our application. We also need to define an important and a special method called auth. This method will find in the context tree our specific inherited state container that will hold the data for our theme. Now we can define the inherited widget itself. The most important things to note here is that we are holding the layout theme data inside our inherited widget. We are also defining this important and required method called update should notify. In our case, we are just defining that every update should notify the inherited widgets. At this point, we are just missing a connection between our layout theme and the inherited container. To do this connection, we just have to call the inherited state container from our layout theme state. Now we are ready to define our colors inside our custom theme. To do that, we just have to import the colors we defined previously. At this point, we are ready to define our linear gradient that will serve as a background to our entire application. In this gradient, we are just saying to start from the bottom right and end at the top left. Also, the stops define where the colors should start and finish. In this case, we are saying that San Marino will start at 0.1 and then will finish at 0.85. Vista Blue will be the color from 0.85 up to 1. Now we can import this layout theme inside our main file. And now we can use our background inside our container. As you can see, we are using our background that we defined in our app theme. However, we could use other colors, like let's say we want to have the San Marino here. We would just go to colors and then San Marino.